How come?
That's the problem where we think that animals don't have conscious. We think
No, no,
that,
I'm not saying animal. I'm saying nature
nature.
itself.
Okay,
Nature
so
itself.
for example, trees,
Yeah.
mushroom, they have the capacity to be conscious as a system.
I don't. But do you understand my
So
question? There's the nature. I'm not saying the particle of the nature. Particle of the nature is different than the nature.
no,
Particle
nature
of
as a
the
whole.
nature
Then
as a
there are
whole,
many
as a whole.
many living
So what
organisms.
we are saying is that how this nature is creating everything. If nature doesn't have the capacity of the creation, if nature doesn't have the consciousness or the free will of or the understanding of the good or bad, so
But
how?
that's the point.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
is no good and bad.
Do you think
That's a
the
complete creation.
killing people is good? Do you believe
No,
that?
it's bad.
So how do you say bad? You just said there is no good or bad.
No, because from a culture perspective, I was raised in France, and the same as many religion, we are supposed to live in society, and to live in society together. The point is not to kill or steal or all these commandments that are
Yeah,
fairly
so
common
there
in
is
all
good or bad.
religion.
That's my point. There is good or bad. There is good or bad. Do you agree now?
There is how should I say, to elevate ourselves in living together, we have to put some rules.
Social
And
contract.
the first one is indeed putting good and bad. So yes, ultimately in the
There has to be good or bad.
in the evolution, there is good and bad. But if you
What do you mean in the evolution there is good or bad? What do you mean by that?
at the beginning, when man was, fighting for his life, sleeping in trees, not to be eaten by wild animals, I don't think it was good and bad. The good thing was just to survive. Then we built and created a lot of stuff to ultimately rule the planet.
But
And
that's my point, to be honest with you.
we ended up creating rules to try to stop maybe killing each other, or stop eating each other, stop marrying all children, etc. To evolve. But yes,
What do you mean? This
ultimately
like
there is good and
there
bad
is
for the survival of our own species. It's driven by survival and
I
spreading.
think you are mixing up some of the things. That's the way how it goes with the evolution and good or bad. How does it related even?
Sorry.
How does it related? That's the you are making the evolution and the good and bad. How does it related? I don't understand the point.
You want to corner me in saying
No
that
corner.
there is good
Not
and bad.
corner.
You want me to you want to
In real life, yes, there is
want
good
to
or
go
bad.
in our day-to-day life. Of course, there are rules that you should not do this, and there is good and bad. Of course.
Yeah, so that's my point.
Yes,
If there is good and bad, yeah,
yes.
how do you define the good and bad? And if there is no creator, for example, you are saying that nature itself cannot be the creator, because nature sometimes uh, it doesn't have the consciousness itself. Nature itself doesn't have any consciousness. For example, does sun have the consciousness? No, sun doesn't have the consciousness.
Sun is a star.
So that's fine, but it's not it. That's the point I'm making. This that if you say the nature does have the consciousness, then I can bring you all the evidence that the nature doesn't have the consciousness. So there has to be someone, there has to be someone who is controlling the nature. So you can't say nature is bringing something which is good for us every single time, or nature is something which has the consciousness itself. That's my point.
Okay, I understand your point, and
For example, if I go directly to you, who created you?
My parents.
They are not the creator. If they are the creator, if they give you life, then every parents will give the life when children die.
Yes, that's a point of, again, it's a species that are surviving.
No, no, I am saying this. They are the cause. I agree in some point. They are the cause to come to this universe for us, right? But they are not the creator. They are just a medium of coming to the universe.
The creator of life. If you look at, we need to.
But do you agree on this point? Do you agree on this point?
Thing. I
How
believe
does
in
it
the
look?
Big Bang.
Look, you are
It's not
just
a- it's
putting
not-
you
it's
are
not-
just putting some word from here and there. Big Bang is nothing to do with my creation, and you come from your mother and I come from my mother. Big Bang has nothing to do.
We're all coming from
I,
this.
I understand this, but I can go to this point. You are taking evolution and Big Bang, some of the big posh words, to saying this the mother is the creator. It doesn't make sense at all. So mother.
It's okay.
Wha-
You're asking me a question.
Yeah.
I try to answer what I believe, and you're getting
Yeah,
passionate
no
because you
problem.
want
No
me
problem.
to
But
agree with you.
no, I'm not
Let's
saying.
agree to disagree.
Yeah, let's agree, but we need to have at least some common ground. This that you are taking the. We are
I'm
saying
taking
this.
it in a very, very
So
scientific way.
Okay, what's the scientific
And
way
we
of
will
Big Bang?
never be able to
What's the
agree
scientific way?
because you believe in a supreme God, and I'm saying that there is no supreme God. The
Yeah,
universe
how the
was
universe
created
come from?
by random
From-
association of molecules.
From where the universe come from?
Yes,
From where?
it's a mystery. It's a Big Bang. We are trying.
But Big Bang.
Everybody
Big
is
Bang is
trying,
not the mystery.
working very hard.
Big Bang is
so
not the
then,
mystery.
if you want to look at the creation of life on Earth, it started from water. Water is absolutely critical to any form of life. And
I agree with
everything
some
came
point.
from the water. We were amid. We were.
Allah
very
said
hot.
in the.
And then millions and millions of years of evolution, and but you have plenty of different species, including mankind.
Look, I agree with some point. There's everything come from water. I agree with this. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with this. But what I'm saying is that at first point, when you were saying the Big Bang, when you were saying the evolution, these are the very very strong theory.
No, but
It's not
that's
something
why.
you can
No,
say
but
or I
that's
can
why.
say or I
That's
can
why.
refute.
You-
Why I'm saying,
You believe.
how
You
do
need
you?
to believe in something, and you're believing in a supreme.
No, let's see if my belief is irrational. You
I'm
can
not
have a
saying
look.
your belief is irrational.
Yeah. So
at all.
let's check it out. Let's check it out. When you were saying the Big Bang, how do you define it?
I don't know because I haven't studied the Big Bang.
Yeah,
enough
I have studied the Big Bang. Let me tell you what the Big Bang is. Big Bang,
very good.
yeah. Big Bang saying this: the universe was in a certain point. At one point, it has exploded. Yeah, and there is a two reaction. One is nuclear fission, and another one is nuclear fusion. What's the difference between nuclear fission and nuclear fusion? One is when the many nucleus come together, make one nucleus, and for the explosion it's called the nuclear fission. Another one is nuclear fusion, when one nucleus divided in many particles and splitting in many different ways. It's called the nuclear fission. So that's how the Big Bang started. I understood your point, that we can go back to the Big Bang, but at a certain point, Big Bang has the starting. This, according to the scientists, 13.8 billion years ago, if I'm not mistaken. This the universe has started. Big Bang was 1 second just. Yeah, Big Bang was started. I am
And
saying
then I
this.
need to go back to my
No
discussion.
problem. No problem.
Yeah, okay.
Where, how, who, like from where it comes from, the Big Bang or the first point of the universe, from where it comes from?
So there is no agreed answer on that. Therefore, it opens a way to believe whatever you want. And that's why I think your explanation of the Big Bang is as good as mine. There is nobody knows.
Yeah, that's the theory of Big Bang. I just
so-
explained what's the theory of Big Bang, nothing else. Maybe
You
it's
took a few shortcuts, but yes, whatever. We are not here to discuss Big Bang because I don't think we are experts. So the point is that I think we all need to believe, and I respect that absolutely. The point is that as long as you're free to believe whatever you want, everybody lives in pieces. When you try to convince people that they are right and someone else is wrong, you go into what we've been seeing since the beginning, into conflict.
not really. For example,
Christian, we've
for
been
example,
going
I
through
I
a lot
disagree
of
with.
crusades trying to convince absolutely everybody that Christianity was the thing, and we've done awful stuff, etc. It's a never-ending fight. It
Okay.
will never. It's part. I'm deeply convinced that mankind, we are all driven by three things, which is power. You want to reproduce, and then maybe, yeah, I think that's the two main driver, and then the good behavior are going and the bad behavior are going. The problem is that if you try to convince two hard people, you end up into a fight.
No, not really, because, for example, I am disagreeing with the point you are making, but we're not making any conflict, right? We are having just a civil discussion, nothing else.
Absolutely.
What you are saying is this: there's the Big Bang. If Big Bang has a starting, therefore the universe itself is contingent, meaning dependent. So obviously, dependent things has a starting. So, and from this starting, where it comes from, we can check this the probability of the science. We can use the probability of the science.
Yes,
That's where it comes from. The one thing is maybe it comes from nothing. The second theory is maybe it comes by itself, or third theory is maybe it brought to an existence by something else beyond the universe.
Yes.
There's okay.
Potentially,
So
yes.
okay.
And there is maybe
Very good.
multi-universe.
Very good.
You know, there is
very good.
black matter.
Very good. Very
We
good.
have no clue about
Yeah,
it.
very
we
good.
don't understand it.
Yeah, no problem.
I think we need to be very humble and realize that we don't know.
Okay, excellent.
When you want
So
to know is the beginning of the problem.
There's the point. There's the point. The scientific, instrumentalism take, where there is two part of scientists or the people who take the scientific realism or scientific instrumentalism. What the scientific realism is saying, this the whatever scientists say, I will take it whether it is proved, it is observed or unobserved. But the scientific instrumentalism is saying this: I will take only the things which has been observed by the scientists, empirically observed by the scientists. So I believe you will take the second steps. This the observed by the scientists. You will believe only these things because it has been observed and.
No, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling
yeah,
you exactly the opposite. I'm telling you that there is no way I can express to you what I truly believe in, because I truly believe in the magic of life.
How do you define the magic of life?
The magic of life is all the diversity that ended up being created at some point in time.
Yeah, let's see if you.
And we are.
Yeah, I believe some of.
That's it.
I believe some. I believe
Very simple.
I believe in magic. Meaning I believe in some of the miracle, which is maybe you can say magic.
Yes,
It's a miracle which we call
miracle.
mu'jiza. Maybe you'll agree on this.
Maybe.
So we are saying this: the universe come from nothing. It doesn't make sense because nothing cannot create something, right? Can nothing create something? Nothing is absence of everything.
It is something we cannot comprehend.
Okay, that's fine. Maybe I agree with this point. That's that we
it.
can't comprehend itself
We cannot
properly.
comprehend it.
So fully.
So you can choose
But do you?
something which is so we cannot comprehend. You can choose to either stay in my stage, which is I know I don't know, or you can choose to say I know there is a God that was at the origin of the world. And that's it. I have chosen not to believe that there is a God that
Even if it is rational.
if there is a God, I will call it nature. That's it. I will not put a name. That's it.
Okay, so you can say the creator.
Yes,
Is
the
that fine?
creator.
Okay, creator. So we are saying what we are saying. This the nothingness doesn't make sense, and universe come from itself. It doesn't make sense as well because the mother cannot give birth her own self. So universe cannot be by itself. So there has to be something out of the universe and beyond the universe which is the creator of the universe. Do you have any disagreement with this statement? There has to be.
So I think I have only one point, and then we need to
Sure,
finish, and I
sure,
need
no
to
problem.
move. So for me, what you're saying is that one single organism cannot create his children. We have many.
Sorry, come again. One single what?
You said a mom cannot do a child by itself. That's what I understood.
No. What I'm saying is that self-creation is impossible. Self-creation. Can you create yourself?
I cannot.
Okay, anyone
But
cannot
there are,
create.
Yeah, but again, you're extremely mankind.
Okay, no problem.
There are many species that are hermaphrodites by themselves, and they don't need a partner to reproduce.
No.
So life can be created by one single individual.
I understand. I'm a student of science. I'm studying medicine,
So
medical.
that's it.
I know this. Listen, that's not my question. You didn't hear the question. What I asked you. I am saying that it's not the reproduction by itself. I am saying the self-creation. There is a difference between reproduction by one entity and self-creation. Self-creation meaning that you create yourself. That's the self-creation. And reproduction by
Every
one.
day I'm creating myself by the decision I'm making.
No, I'm saying about the creation meaning the existence of yourself. That's the can you create yourself? It's
Every
impossible.
day I'm trying to create myself.
Like you are creating yourself every day?
Yes.
How do you define that?
Every day I'm
How do you
going to be
define
different.
creation? How do you define creation?
But I'm asking you because I don't know what you mean by self-creation. What is self-creation?
Self-creation means can you create yourself? Can you create yourself? Or can someone create themselves?
That you mean for mankind?
Anything.
So create yourself. I don't understand the question.
What I'm saying is that, for example, you created this phone, right?
Sorry?
For example, you are the creator of this phone,
I
right?
wish, but
Okay, you wish to have a millionaire, right? To become a millionaire. So can this phone create itself?
with generative artificial intelligence, I think we are getting there. Yeah.
No, that's like. Can you come and explain this about the self-creation?
No. But I need.
Yeah.
To go,
Okay. All right.
I need to go,
So
guys.
self-creation is something you are.
So just for my own information,
Yeah.
what are you trying to do?
Okay. So we're trying to like give the proper understanding, yeah, and we are trying to exchange the information and understanding between us and the other different, obviously, background people who has the different background, different belief, different thoughts. This is what we believe, and does our belief go with the rationality and the intuition we do have and the understanding we do have from the creator. We believe in one creator, as I said, that we believe everything is come from one creator, one God, yeah, who is the originator of everything, and we believe he sent the guidance to this world. For example, what's the guidance? Guidance is the prophet and the messengers. They came with the book.
So which prophet are we talking about?
We believe all the prophets. We believe Moses, Jesus, Abraham, Ishmael, David, Jacob.
Okay.
There is a verse.
All the same.
All the same. So there is a verse in the Quran which says, "لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله" in Surah Al-Baqarah. It says Allah is saying this: the mu'min, the believer, they will not distinguish the prophets. They will accept all the prophets. If someone doesn't,
Which makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And we believe in one God. We believe this is the God of Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Ishmael, David, Jacob. All of their God was same, not two God. That's the reason the Christianity, Islam, and Judaism has different on this point, because Judaism is taking only Moses and they are rejecting Jesus and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon them, right? And Christianity, they are taking Jesus and the Moses and they are rejecting Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. But they are taking Jesus in a way which Jesus doesn't belong to. For example, Jesus was a prophet and man, but they are taking Jesus as God, which goes against the Bible itself. If you read the Bible, Jesus was clearly saying he was a prophet. The disciple understood him as prophet.
So you're trying to bring everybody together?
No.
Yeah.
We're trying to give the message of what Jesus originally said, what Moses originally said, what the earliest the other prophets said, and what Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said. We believe all of them are Muslim. We believe Muslim means this who submit his will to the will of the Creator. We believe this, and we believe if you look at the entire Bible, Jesus was saying he's worshipping to the only true God. Jesus was saying he's a prophet. His disciple understood him as prophet. Moses said the same things. That's the hero of Israel and the Lord our God. You see, so that's the common belief we do have with the Moses, Jesus. Obviously not today's Christianity, which the exalt Jesus as God, which makes Jesus as God.
And the purpose of explaining that to people, you aim to achieve what?
Yeah, so we believe this. This is the objective truth that there is only one God, and the God of Moses, Jesus, Abraham. We believe
truth.
Yeah, we believe the objective truth. This is the truth, and we believe this that we have another life which will never end. And if anyone accept the truth, like the Jesus said, that's that you need to. I'm the way and the truth and the life. So everything, yeah. So we believe that everything, and we say.
The Pascal Bet.
What is this? What is it?
Pascal was a French philosopher.
Okay.
And Pascal was extremely scientific driven, but he was very clever. So he said, yeah, I'm taking the bet that God exists.
Sorry?
Because you have everything to win.
Sorry, come again?
So
What he said?
Since you cannot prove that there is a God, I cannot prove that there is no God. You know.
How do you understand the proof? How do you understand proof? Prove with what?
But it comes back to our initial discussion where we couldn't.
Yes, so we need to define the word when we're using.
Let me
Very carefully.
finish. So, since you have objective proof that there is one God.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I think the difficulty will be that you're going to struggle massively to provide this objective proof, because they are going to come from some written thing that was done by some other human.
No.
Okay, well then.
No, that's
if you have even better proof, it's
yeah,
wonderful,
that's the point. That's the point.
But I think
yeah, I agree with you. If someone come with the human written things and saying this is the divine, obviously will not agree. Even I will not agree with this.
I think
Anyways,
you're on some kind of oxymoron, which is that you are trying to something which is so subjective about belief, you're trying to make it objective. And I think, for me, it's an oxymoron, because you believe or you don't believe. And it's a faith. You need to have faith. And faith is not objective. You need to believe because
yeah, so we can check which faith is objective or not. Yeah.
And some people are going to believe whatever, because like I said at the beginning, it's very difficult not to believe for your own, making sense of your own existence and everything. So but I think it's very important to not push it to something that
we don't push. Like Rahafiddin, there is no compulsion in terms of religion.
I think it's
we don't push the religion.
It's extremely ambitious, and I admire you guys to try to do that, because I'm sure it's very difficult.
But it's not difficult for us anyways,
I'm
alhamdulillah.
not an easy person to talk to, because again, I believe in, like I said, I believe Mother Nature.
But it wasn't the substantiate by the,
It's a belief, it's a belief, so
yeah, so it can be subjective at the same time, right?
Absolutely.
And
I'm not trying,
look,
I'm not telling you that I have the truth.
That's fine.
That's the difference. You're telling me that you have the truth. I know
because there is some reason. There's some reason I'm saying.
I don't have the truth,
but what's your
matter, because
what's your objection? I'm saying, yeah, that's fine, no problem. What's your objection to believe in one God, one true God? What's the objection?
I have no objection.
Now, why don't you believe then?
Because I think when you believe in one truth, it's a beginning of intolerance.
For example?
All the religion war. Because someone wanted to convince someone else that their God was the right God.
No, so there is no their God or our God.
The point is to accept that there are multiple truths. Otherwise, you move at some point in time.
Yeah, so intolerance. we believe we have.
Don't push one truth.
We are not,
because you're going to.
So if you,
it's going to end bad. That's usually how everything ends bad all the time.
Do you believe
one has one truth and everybody else is wrong?
So do you believe that objectively there can be two truth?
Sorry?
Two can be truth objectively. Two things can be truth at the same time, which is contradictory.
Again, no, because Schrödinger cat, is dead and alive.
Yeah. Anyways, did you read the Quran before? I'm just wondering.
No, but I didn't read the Bible either. So
okay.
You're not talking to the right person.
Okay. Would you like to take one for free? You can take it if you get time.
Yes.
You can have a look. Yeah. All right.
So in which all this. Okay, yeah, sure. I think for me, anything which allows me to understand better how others think.
Yeah.
Excellent. Is helpful. I think.
Yeah. All right.
I'm, for understanding, because when you understand how people are thinking,
and Allah,
everything is fine.
Yeah, and Allah said in the Quran, this is the life. There's ma khalaqtul jinna wal insa illa liya'budun. In another verse is saying.
But I don't speak Arabic.
All right. I'm going to translate it. And Allah said this life is for test. Yeah. From my objective truth. Maybe you disagree with me now. So try to have a look, and if it does make sense, makes sense. Yeah. So Allah said, this is the life which is for test, and we will be accountable what we do in this life. If we don't believe in the creator. Yeah, we don't believe in karma anyways. Yeah.
You get points, etc.
Yeah. All right then. Take a look, have a look, and if you get time, read it. All right. Thank you for joining. All right. Thank you.
Interesting. And yeah, I wish you courage. Now I need to bring back this.
Yeah.
into my
Thank you.
room.
Thank you. Alhamdulillah. It was a long discussion, but discussion didn't go very fruitful way. She was quite skeptic. Anyways, Jazakallah khairan. May Allah guide her. Assalamu alaikum. Bro, these.
Bro, you should end the conversation, man.
Yeah.